They laughed when I said I was putting my savings into gold. That's outdated, they said. That's fear-based. 2 years later, the market tanked, and I was the one laughing. Because sometimes the smartest move is the one everyone calls stupid. I didn't follow the trend. I outlived it. Everyone says don't put all your eggs in one basket. So I ignored them and filled mine with gold. Yeah, actual physical gold. No stocks, no crypto, no fancy ETFs. Just heavy, shimmering metal that could dent your desk if you dropped it. I started buying gold when everyone else was buying hype. And 2 years later, that crazy move turned into a 56% gain. Over $150,000 in profit. This is the story of how I bet my savings on gold and won. But more importantly, it's what gold taught me about money, fear, and why most people misunderstand what real wealth really is. Now, before you think I'm about to sell you coins or push some shady sponsor, nope, this is just my experience, my lessons, my mistakes, my wins. Let's rewind the tape to where it all started. Chapter 1, The Spark, Why I Turned to Gold. Back in 2018, I was like most people, working hard, saving cash, thinking dollars in the bank meant safety. Then, one late night, I fell down a rabbit hole. The history of money. Thousands of currencies, all gone. Every single one, eventually worthless. The Roman denarius, the German mark, the Venezuelan bolivar, even the US dollar, since 1913, has lost over 98% of its purchasing power. That realization hit me harder than any financial advice ever could. My so-called safe savings were melting, slowly, invisibly. Then I stumbled upon a quote by billionaire investor Ray Dalio. If you don't own gold, you neither understand history nor the economy. That line flipped a switch in my head. Gold wasn't just a shiny rock. It was survivor. Empires collapsed. Governments changed. Currencies vanished. But gold stayed. Silent, steady, unapologetically real. That's when I decided I needed to stop saving money that dies and start holding money that lives. Chapter 2. The Leap. Going all in. Now, knowing something and doing something are two different beasts. My first step into gold wasn't dramatic. It was a $20 silver coin. I'd carry it in my pocket, flip it around, feel the weight. It wasn't just metal. It was certainty. Something you could hold, not just watch blink on a banking app. That small coin planted the seed. Because one day I thought, if silver feels this real, how would gold feel? So in March 2022, I made my first serious purchase, $82,000 worth of gold. And yeah, I was nervous. It felt like stepping into another dimension. While friends were talking about NFTs, I was sitting there holding yellow bricks like a dragon. Then in 2023, I went all in. I bought 85 gold bars, 1 ounce each, from Swiss refiners Air Harrius and Valcambi. The price back then? About $185,000. At that point, my total gold stash hit 123 troy ounces, around 8.4 pounds of solid metal. Imagine holding a MacBook made of pure gold. That's what it feels like. Heavy, final, irrefutable. And when prices started to rise, I realized I hadn't just bought gold. I'd bought freedom. Chapter 4. The Surge. Why gold exploded in value. So what made gold jump 56% in under 2 years? It wasn't luck. It was a perfect storm. Reason 1, central banks started buying. These are the same institutions that print money out of thin air. Now they were buying what they can't print. Gold. That's not a small signal. That's a siren. Reason 2, geopolitics. Wars, trade fights, sanctions. When the world gets shaky, humans do what they've done for 5,000 years. They run to gold. Reason 3, inflation. Groceries got pricier. Rent skyrocketed. Currencies weakened. Gold didn't need to go up. Money just went down. Put all three together. Money printing, global tension, and inflation, and you get a gold rush 2.0. Here's how I see it. When billion-dollar institutions start hoarding what you can buy in a 1-ounce bar, pay attention. They're not chasing yield. They're hedging fear. And in that fear, gold thrives. Chapter 5. The realization. What gold taught me about money. When I first bought gold, I thought I was investing. Now, I know I was unlearning. Gold doesn't make you rich overnight. It makes you aware. Aware of how fragile digital wealth is. Aware that your savings are really promises made by a system you don't control. Gold doesn't need Wi-Fi. It doesn't need electricity. It doesn't care about stock tickers or bank crashes. It's the same yesterday, today, and 1,000 years from now. And that realization changed how I see everything. Savings, risk, and even success itself. Gold became my reminder that real wealth isn't about how much you make. It's about how long it lasts. Chapter 6. The strategy. How I actually bought it. Let's get practical. Here's exactly how I built my stack without losing sleep or getting scammed. First rule. Buy from trusted refiners. Names like Error Harrius, Falcambi, Pamp Suisse, Perth Mint, or Royal Canadian Mint. Each bar should have 4 stamps. 1. Weight. 2. Purity. 3. Refiner logo. 4. Serial number. That's your bar's passport. Second rule. Start small. My early bars were just 1 ounce each. Smaller bars mean flexibility, like having $20 bills instead of $100 ones. If you ever need to sell, you can sell a few, not your whole stack. Third rule. Don't chase price steps. Trying to time gold is like trying to time gravity. You don't buy gold to get rich. You buy gold to stay rich. My approach was simple. Buy steadily, hold patiently, ignore the noise. Chapter 6. The hidden side. How I store my gold. Owning gold is one thing. Keeping it safe, that's the real game. When you're holding something that valuable, the rules change. You can't just toss it in a drawer next to your socks and hope for the best. So here's how I handle it. The 2-layer system. Layer 1. Accessibility. I keep a small portion close to home. Not much, just enough for emergencies. Something I can reach quickly if the world suddenly decides to break the internet. Layer 2. Security. The rest stays in a high security vault that I can access 24/7. It's the same kind of vault used by private banks, fingerprint entry, multi-layer authentication, cameras on every inch. The golden rule is, never keep all your gold in one place. Spread the risk, just like ancient merchants who hid coins along trade routes. And yes, I've even made a treasure map, a secure document with every access detail, shared with 2 trusted family members. If anything happens to me, they'll know exactly how to retrieve it. Because owning gold isn't just about protecting your money. It's about protecting your legacy.
Chapter 7. The debate gold versus stocks, crypto, and better returns. Now, every time I talk about gold, someone asks, why not put that money into stocks or crypto? You'd probably make more. And they might be right, but here's the truth. Gold isn't a get-rich move, it's a stay-rich one. Stocks are like race cars. They're fast, loud, and when they crash, it's spectacular. Crypto? It's like strapping a rocket to that race car. You could hit the moon, or you could hit a wall. Gold, though? Gold is the mountain they're racing around. It doesn't move fast, but it's been there forever. The difference is simple. Stocks and crypto are built on growth. Gold is built on trust. When the system shakes, people don't run to more risk. They run to certainty. And gold is the oldest form of certainty we've got. For me, the question isn't how much can I gain, it's how much can I afford to lose. And in that equation, gold wins every time. Chapter 8. The Mindset. My plan going forward. So, what's next for me? Am I selling? Doubling down? Neither. I'm holding. Why? Because the same forces that pushed gold up, inflation, global tension, and endless money printing, haven't gone anywhere. Before I make any financial move, I ask myself 4 questions. Are central banks still buying gold? Are major currencies still losing value? Are we still printing more money than we produce? Are global tensions still rising? Right now, the answer to all four is yes. So for me, the gold story isn't over. It's just beginning. But here's the key mindset shift. I don't hold gold because I think the world will end. I hold it because I know chaos is the default, and gold is my insurance policy against it. It's not about fear, it's about freedom. Chapter 9. The Lessons Gold Taught Me. When I first started this journey, I thought I was learning about money. But really, I was learning about myself. Gold taught me patience. You don't watch it every day. You trust it, you let time do the work. It taught me discipline. While others chase trends, gold rewards those who can sit still while the world panics. And most importantly, it taught me perspective. Because when you're holding 8 pounds of pure metal that's outlived every empire, you realize how fragile modern wealth really is. Gold doesn't care about your feelings. It doesn't crash from tweets or rise from hype. It just is. And in a world obsessed with new, gold reminds us that old is what actually endures. So that's my story. And my lesson. Gold wasn't my gamble. It was my reminder that wealth isn't about chasing profits. It's about building protection. If you've already started stacking gold or you're thinking about it, drop your thoughts in the comments with #WiseWealthChallenge. I'd love to hear what you've learned along your own path. And if this video gave you something to think about, hit subscribe, because next time we'll talk about how the modern financial system quietly taxes your time, not your money. Stay wise, stay grounded, and remember, gold doesn't change, it just waits. That's it for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to the channel to see.